Hey everyone, this is Karen Waksman, founder of Retail MBA. Today we're going to be talking about how to sell to retailers. So if you have a great product, perfect for stores, and you're trying to figure out how to sell to them, this training will give you some tips and strategies on how to do that and how to get started today. With that said, let's get started on today's training.
So one of the questions people always ask me is, Karen, do I need to have my units in stock of my product in order to sell to these larger retailers? Or like, how does that work? What do I need to have units in stock essentially? And the short answer is no. You do not need to have units in stock in order to sell to big box retailer. What usually happens is that a buyer understands that if they're going to be working with you, you are going to be able to, once they get a purchase order, you're going to tell them when they're going to be able to get the goods delivered. That's essentially how that works with the retailers. And it's okay if you have a manufacturer overseas bringing your products in and so forth, but you have to plan for that. But ultimately, one of the reasons why you want to consider having units in stock is that it's a lot faster to test a product if you have, say, 5,000 pieces in your garage. Now, I'm not saying to go and store 5,000 units of your product. What I'm saying is that it's a nice to have for a buyer because they can test your product quick, see if it sells, and then they can move forward with you. And the way to do that is that they don't have to wait for long-term shipping time and stuff like that. So if I do have units in stock, I always let a buyer know that because it is a value add for them because they ultimately can see what your product's all about a lot faster. They might be more inclined to test out your product initially than if you didn't have a product, extra products available. But do not go out and spend a ton of extra money on this, but just food for thought there. You definitely don't need units in stock, but it does help sometimes. Hope that helps.